Good morning, guys. Foggy Dew here, and I just wanted to say this is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's going to have kind of a mixture of just me talking and then obviously some video clips. I will say this ride did not go without its highlights. Good afternoon, guys. Foggy Dew here, and we are again up in Nordegg, and this is Thanksgiving weekend. We are heading up to Baldy right now. Hope you guys enjoy the ride. Oh, sorry. Oh, jeez. Oh. So that is Coliseum Mountain right there.
So is this mountain connected to that?
Yep. Yeah, you betcha it is. Okay, my phone is not accepting the password I put into it. So I'm constantly putting in the password that I know it is, or I believe it is anyway, and nothing. All of a sudden I get locked out. Try again in 15 minutes, try again 30 minutes, try again in an hour, try again in 3 hours. Before we even get up to Nordegg, my phone's been washed and I have nothing, which means that my drone was also down. We get into Nordegg. So the first thing we do is we head in there and we fuel up. Here's the cool part of the story. As we're driving over to the Nordegg Lodge, and we're a little bit early, so we can't quite check in just yet. But as we're driving over there, I'm telling my wife and daughter, I said, hey, just if you see a brown Honda Pioneer, and on the side it'll have a sticker that says Root Bear. I said, let me know. I said, because that's actually Ron Patrick. Him and I have been conversing through email, and probably going to be doing some rides together next year. I said, if you see him, I said, let me know, because I'd like to go over and say hi. So anyway, so I go in, try to check in early. They say no. I come back to the truck, and both my wife and daughter are pointing, like, literally right beside us. And they were like, I think that's him. And I looked over, and he just offloaded his machine, and looked, yep, sure enough, big old sticker, Root Bear, and Ron Patrick is literally right there. So go over there, I'm like, Ron, Foggy Dew, and say hi to him. So super cool moment. Anyway, so had a great conversation with him, fantastic moment, got some pictures, and he carried on, and we carried on. So what ends up happening next kind of blew my mind. The following day, we actually head out to Bighorn Dam. Beautiful day again, absolutely gorgeous. So we head out there, and I'm heading towards Trail D8. So I spotted this trail, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was looking for this trail last time. I was wondering how people kind of got down here and got right next to the river. So anyway, we never made it down here. I totally missed that little trail. I'm like, how do you guys get down there? We drop in, okay, we go and we park literally just right on the edge of the river. I'm pretty darn respectful when it comes to, ripping through rivers or anything like that. Like, I don't just go out and just splash around and spin my tires in the river. If I have to cross the river, I cross the river, that is it, and I move on. We get there, it's beautiful, the family gets out. My daughter's throwing rocks. We're having this cool little competition. Hot dog. Not bad for a soccer player. And then it's time to go. So we all hop back in the side by side. drive, and I pull just slightly into the river. Pull into the river, and then I pull immediately back out onto this trail that kind of follows the river a little bit. As I'm taking the trail that is parallel with the river, I dip my tires again just slightly into the river, and then I make my turn and I cut back and I head back. And all of a sudden, my wife says to me,
Mav, tally 2, 5 o'clock low.
and I'm like,
Hey, listen, just be cool. Remember, we're on the same team. Just wave and smile. Just wave and smile.
my wife then says this,
Yeah, they might be mad that we were on the riverbed.
followed by,
Then it's a dogfight.
and then she says,
You'd go after him if I wasn't here.
and I say,
But you are here.
and then she says,
Don't think. Just do.
and you wouldn't believe what happened next. And I was like, okay, maybe it didn't go down exactly like that, but that's the way I remember it. I'm only kidding, guys. There's this helicopter who is coming straight at us, and unfortunately I didn't have my camera, the one that faces forward. The only camera I had on at the time was the one that was in cabin. It was actually just facing all of us, and he comes at me straight dead on hard, and I was like, oh geez. As I'm driving, all of a sudden I'm kind of watching him, and he starts cutting around. He's really focused in on us for whatever reason. So we pull up and out, and all of a sudden he cuts in on us super hard, and literally it makes a full 360 degree around us, and in my mind, like, pretty tight. This guy's trying to give us a message of some sort. So anyway, I do the Foggy Dew thing. I just kind of put up my hand and I gave him a wave. Hey, like, what's all this about? Like, is he pulling me over? Is he gonna land in this field and you know, read us the riot act, or what's he gonna do? Like, I honestly didn't know. So anyway, so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna kind of keep driving slowly. And then he basically did one circle, and then he buggered off. I started thinking, I'm like, hey, like, what would he be so upset about? I wasn't out there ripping around in the water or anything like this, because now you have to remember, it's Bighorn Dam. If they do release that dam, you know, that water can fill up fairly quickly. Again, it would be noticeable that, hey, you know, this is getting higher, and I would have had plenty of time to leave. I didn't feel like I did anything wrong, but then I was thinking, I'm like, hey, I know that you're not supposed to be ripping around in the water, and I'm thinking, and my wife asks me, and she goes, can they fine you for that? And I was like, wow, I think so, right? What can they fine you? Like what amount kind of deal? And I don't know why I said this. Maybe I read something years ago, and this was kind of the amount. And I said, oh, probably about $25,000. And she goes, are you serious? I said, yeah, it would surprise me. I said, I don't know why that number comes to my head, but it did. And I said, yeah, I said, that's probably like a maximum penalty. We continue on, we go up to the canyon.
Windy.
Hey, hang on. We see them, they're nice, but I'm really rattled at this point, because again, I really pride myself on doing things mostly right, most of the time. Okay, you know, I didn't overly enjoy the rest of the trip like I should have. So we end up heading back, and we actually went to back where all the campers and stuff like that are. looked, and there was a bunch of conservation officers who were out there checking for the backcountry passes. Okay, just in regards to camping out in those areas and stuff. Now you need this backcountry pass. I can't remember. I think it's about $30 for the year or something like that. So anyway, yeah. So I end up dropping my wife and daughter off just at the river there, just so they, you know, they could put her dog in the river and stuff like that. And then I zip back up to where we parked the truck, and I was gonna load it up, and then I cut this. Well, guys, I will say this: I got buzzed by a chopper out there, and I'm not sure if it was just kind of a warning buzz or what the deal was, but nonetheless, we were just kind of on the rocks right next to the river. Daughter was throwing some rocks in there, having a good time. We as soon as we started to leave, I will admit my tires, yes, they touched the water in just a little bit and then out back on the trail. And then just when I went to turn back up the other trail, I dipped in again, just a hair, and pulled her back and back on the trail again. So he buzzed me hard, so I have no idea if something's gonna come of this. I sure hope not. I sure hope it was just kind of a warning buzz to stay out of the water or whatever the deal was. But like I say, wasn't doing anything ridiculous. Wasn't ripping through there or washing my machine out there or anything like that. So yeah, so kind of a strange one for me. Like I say, hope there's not a ticket in the mail, but if there is, I'll let you guys know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. So as you guys can imagine, over the next 2 weeks following this ride, I was doing this. Nothing yet. Please be nothing, please be nothing. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, so I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. Worried about getting a summons of some sort in the mail. So nothing to this point, so I'm feeling fairly confident about that now. So but definitely not that confident in the last couple of weeks here. So anyways, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.